Shalom. Now, it's the brothers from GMS Charlotte coming back with another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect who push this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
So, this lesson, we just wanted to get into how we want to take part in the unlimited power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord willing, we be those men, and we take part in that and be joint heirs with Yahushai and ruling over the kingdom. That's part of the power, part of what we want is part of that power. So I'm gonna start here in Daniel chapter 7, verse 13. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Right. So we want to take part in that, man. That's power, man. To be able to control and influence the world in righteousness ultimately. And we want to take part in that. And if you can grab that dominion for me.
Come. You wanted the Revelation 2 and 25?
Well, grab the definition for dominion first, and then we'll get the revelation.
There's a definition of dominion, common definition. It says sovereignty or control. It also says the territory of a sovereign or government.
Right, so we want that sovereignty. We want control, man. We're going to need those spiritual powers ultimately to enforce righteousness across the world, across the earth, and to build that sovereign nation under Yahushua. And, that's where we want to take part in that unlimited power, because you can't measure the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You see examples in, superhero movies and, the things Esau puts on television, but there's no real way to imagine what the full power that brothers will receive is going to be like, man. You want to get that Revelation 2 and 25?
This is Revelation 2 and verse 25. It says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Keep going.
Gotcha.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right. So that power goes into influence, rule, sovereignty, and then ultimately that spiritual power, man. We're going to receive power to control the earth, right? So we're going to need to be, supermen, You see how Esau is moving, the way we see things going, it's going to require ultimate power that's going to be, given through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in order for us to overcome this, man.
I got a quick precept. This is Revelation 3 and 11. It says, behold, I come quickly, because the Lord's going to come as a thief in the night. It says, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, so don't let nobody, take you out this truth, man. Keep your eye single.
God. If you can get Matthew 19 and 28.
Matthew 19 and 28.
God. Because, following after Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and ultimately, following Yahushai is what's going to lead to that kingdom, man. We follow in his footsteps through the example set forth by our elders and apostles, and that's how we're going to, Lord, when we be those men, receive, that everlasting dominion, that spiritual power, that sovereignty, that ultimate rulership, man.
This is Matthew 19 and verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration.
And that's going into, reincarnation. The spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets, as scriptures say. So we know the men that were following Yahushua are back today, and they're probably teaching with Great Millstone.
In the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
And that's the, Yahushua being that ultimate king, man, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. So, and we want to be sitting right alongside him like that.
Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's it.
Okay.
God. So, we want to be sitting in those, 12 thrones, that's for the first 12 disciples, right? But, the men that following that same steed or same stead are going to receive that same lot, We're going to receive that power, the power to rule the world, the spiritual powers, that dominion, that everlasting kingdom, right? You want to get the definition for power for me?
Con. Give me a second.
Because, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, starting with Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, his power is immeasurable. You can't, there's no scale that you can put it on, man. It's unlimited. And, we want to, take part in that. We want to receive the ability to control the elements, to do, whatever, teleport, whatever brothers can fathom. That's what we want to take part in, man.
Okay, I got that for you.
Okay.
This is G1849. It says excuse. It says excusia.
Strong's G1849. Exousia.
Yeah.
Exousia.
Exousia says the power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases, leave or permission, physical and mental power, the ability or strength with which one is endued, which he either possesses or exercises. Keep going.
God, yeah, we can keep going.
Okay. The power of authority, influence, and of right privilege, the power of rule or government, the power of him whose will and commands must be submitted to by others and obeyed. It says universally authority over mankind, specifically the power of judicial decisions, of authority to manage domestic affairs, metonymically of things subject to authority. So brothers is going to be they're gonna have subordinates, because they're going to be authority figures. It says jurisdiction, one who possesses authority, a ruler, a human magistrate, the leading and more powerful among created beings, superior to man, spiritual potentate. How you say this word?
Potentates. Look that up. See what
Potentates. Let's see.
But like the brother's getting into, man, all these things are examples of power, and they're that power is going to be limitless, all those, the dominion that, going into, what was the word, sovereignty, being able to come and go as you please without anybody telling you otherwise, being able to influence the governments, have influence over, the world affairs. We're going to be, setting up how the world is going to be designed, or when we be those men. We're going to be able to, direct the trade routes between brothers' kingdoms and whatnot. We're going to have complete rulership over the earth, and then eventually, Lord willing, over other planets.
I got that. I'm going to let him say it. Potentate. It says a monarch or ruler, especially an autocratic one. It says similar. Ruler, head of state, monarch, sovereign, king, queen, emperor, empress, prince, czar, mogul, dynast, overlord, leader. And then, a really good one that says crowned head. And going back to that scripture, it said, don't let no man take your crown.
God, Yahweh Shai is that first potentate, right? And, we're made in his image, right? We're princes of the power. It said princes are of that royal family. So we're going to be alongside Yahweh Shai in that spiritual power, man. It says spiritual potentates, man. He's going to be the king spiritually, man. He's going to have the spiritual powers that get endowed from the Most High.
I got two. This is Matthew 6:33. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. Seek this truth. Be endowed with this truth. It says, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So by seeking the kingdom, everything's going to be added to you. And let's get some understanding on what's going to be added. This is 2nd Ezra 8:52. It says, "For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared." So the Lord has already prepared everything. It says plenteousness, which basically goes into abundance, is made ready, because here one got shit.
Okay.
It says is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom, and the point being rest is allowed. All that's gonna rest is gonna come. By seeking the kingdom first.
Okay. That was on that.
Okay.
But like the brother was going into, man, we're gonna receive that rest, and part of that rest is that immortality, man. That's look. All Israelites are gonna receive immortality at the end of the day. 2/3 have to be destroyed on this side, but they're gonna come into a life of immortality. They're gonna come into a life of power over the heathens, over these other nations. They're gonna come into a life of influence. They're gonna come into they're gonna have spiritual powers. It's levels. That 144,000 is gonna be the ruling class, but even the lowest Israelite is gonna be as if they were better than the Rothschilds, man, better than these elites of the current world. So we want that power, man. We want the power to have that influence, to be able to build our people to that ultimate supreme state, man.
Okay.
If you want to grab Job 11:7 and go to 10, because that ultimate power also goes into the spiritual power that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has, man, and there's no limits on it. So when you think about the spiritual power that brothers may receive, you can't put a cap on it, man. Whatever you can think, think bigger, basically.
This is Job 11:7. It reads, "Canst thou by searching find out the Most High? Canst thou find out the Almighty unto perfection?"
Right. So you can't find out, the limits of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Verse 8, "It is as high as heaven. What canst thou do? Deeper than hell. What canst thou know? The measure thereof is longer than the earth, and broader than the sea. If he cut off and shut up, or gather together, then who can hinder him?"
Man, that's unlimited, man. There's no bounds to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's power, right? Lord willing, we get to partake in that, man. If you want to pull up Sirach 18 and 1-3.
This is Sirach 18 verse 1. It says, "He that liveth forever hath created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. For he is king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane."
So Yahweh is the creator, he's the Almighty, the Most High. There's nothing above him, man. So there's no limit to what he can do, to what he can give, man. So when we get to the kingdom, as Yahweh Shai was made in his image, and we made in Yahweh Shai, we're gonna receive that power, man. We're gonna receive the imaginable, unlimited power, man. Look at this is Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 8. "In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David." So the lowest Israelite is going to be as King David, man. And King David, you can read the stories of, David killed Saul killed his thousands, and David his tens of thousands. That requires spiritual power, man. That required an access to that unlimited power that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai possesses, man.
That's what they call nowadays a big stepper.
God. And the house of David, that 144,000, shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them, man. Right, so we're going to be gods, man. We're going to be gods on earth, man. and we're gonna have access to that unlimited power. You know, control over the elements, control. You know, it's mind-boggling to think about because you can't fully wrap your head around it because you know in these feeble bodies we can't imagine the possibilities, right? We can only think of what we've already seen, but you know there's gonna be revelations brought to us once we get those spiritual bodies that are gonna be imaginable to the regular version of ourselves, man. Is that it?
Yeah, along with the spiritual powers gonna come, you know, those new bodies. You know, these bodies we got is fucked up, man.
God.
You know, you got your back hurting, bad knees and things like that, man.
God.
You know, and when we you know, Lord willing, we be those men, you know. But when we get that power, you know, the curses are gonna fall onto Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen. It says, this is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh Shemiah Shah thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." You know, so Esau, Edom, you know, he's gonna be fucked up out here, you know, in the kingdom.
Let me see. You want to go ahead and grab Romans 8:16.
Okay.
Actually, it's like it. Get 1 Corinthians 6 and 2 and 3. And then I'm going to finish this out. This back in Zechariah 12 and verse 9. "And it shall come to pass in that day, I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem." And part of that destruction is going to be brothers receiving spiritual powers to take out, you know, Esau's forces, man. You know, we're going to see brothers flying around like Superman and, you know, throwing tanks like the Hulk and, you know, being as Flash, you know, like, what's it say? Scripture say they run the sparks amongst the flames.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're going to see brothers with those spiritual powers, man. And those powers have no limit. Like, I keep coming to, man, that unlimited power. You know, you might see a brother, you know, walk into another dimension, man. You might be backed up into a corner and you got Edomites surrounding you and you just get an angel pull you into another dimension, man. You in another city, another state somewhere. So we have some idea, but we really have no idea of the capabilities of the full power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai.
Yeah, quick one.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 59:19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shemiah Shai, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood." You know, talking about Esau, Edom, and you know that great wrath he's going to come with. You know, waging war on you know, the children of Israel, chiefly the elect. It says, "This the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." You know, so the word standard goes into a way to flee. You know, so you know, to land back off the brother, there's gonna be brothers out here, you know, flying, teleporting, you know, just you know, doing amazing things through the spirit.
God. You can get that 1 Corinthians for me.
1 Corinthians
6 and 2 and 3.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and you said 2? Verse 2. "Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?"
Right, so, you know, Lord willing, we be those saints, we be those men, those judges. You know, we're going to be judging the world, man. We're going to have dominion over the entire earth. Keep going.
Verse 3. "Know ye not that we shall judge angels?"
Right, so we're going to have access to the angels, man. Those spirits, we're going to be able to control them. We're going to be able to, you know, use them to, you know, dispatch the heathens and, you know, do wondrous works, man. That's part of that, you know, being as gods. We're going to have access to what's the word? Instruct the angels to do things for us.
How much more things that pertain to this life?
Right, so that's the level that we're gonna be on. It's gonna be so great that it's like, why would you even second guess that we can judge, you know, the mortal things? You know, we're gonna be spiritual beings, right? We're still gonna be, you know, we're gonna have new bodies. We're gonna be able to experience things, you know, in the flesh, but we're gonna be fully tapped into the spirit. We're gonna have full access to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and that unlimited power. And that's what we do this work for, man. That's why brothers sacrifice what they sacrifice, because we understand that the reward that we get is gonna be so much greater than what we could ever possibly give up. We'll do Romans 8 and 16 and 17, and then we'll close that. But the point of the lesson, man, we want to partake in that unlimited power. We want that access, man. We want that access through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
All right, this is Romans 8. You said verse 16?
16 and 17.
Time. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this word, the word itself bears witness, it testifies that we are, testify with our spirit, that we're the children of the Lord,
Okay.
We fit the prophecies in the book. It says, and if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High.
That's why, we're called Yasharala, man, princes of the power. We're the sons of the Almighty, the King of the universe, the King of existence. We're his sons. We're the heirs to that throne, man, through Yahweh Shai.
And joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
God, and we're suffering, through the same sort of things Yahweh Shai has suffered. We're making our bodies a living sacrifice to partake in that glory, right? We want the glory of being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. We want the glory of, ultimate dominion and the kingdom everlasting and immortality. We want glory. We want that glory, man. And the only way we can do it is through doing these works, coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and pushing and enduring, and praying to endure, really. Pray for more faith, pray for more endurance, pray for more discipline, man. Because, brothers this is what brothers want, man. Brothers give their whole lives up to follow this, man. This is what we want. This is what matters.
Okay.
So, like I said, man, we want to take part in unlimited power. So, I pray that lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. I'm going to close by saying, Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect pushing this word with all righteousness and sincerity. I want to say Kwame Yasharala,
Kwame Shalom.
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 Hey, DTA soon, man. Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.